We really got to get working on some sort of pad blowout station when we build the other side. 2 dots. Move this out of the way. Kind of like having all these t-shirts behind us. Polish. See, I'm not spinning. I gotta keep it flat. Be careful of that edge there, that really sharp 90. Almost a 90. All right, we're almost done with the door. Almost done with this part of the door. Is it bad if I like don't even want to know like what it looks like? Like I don't want to get the light out and just pretend it's great. That's the beauty of this whitish gray, is that you could just roll with that. I'm sure I'll get roasted in the comments for that, but you know, chasing, at some point you got to draw the line. So if we're going to draw the line, remarkable improvement. I think it's pretty good. All right, no more looking, not looking any deeper. That's all I'm gonna do anyway. All right, so let's do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll go on to the next step. 20 minutes, I said, Bryce, right? I said we'd only have to polish for like 20 minutes. What? What you got there, Shelly?
We have fun lunch Thursday.
You got me some lunch?
It's your birthday lunch.
Birthday lunch, camera off.
I have to buy my own lunch?
How the old man was doing.
No, Rex bought the sushi.
What?
It's a gift from Rex for your birthday.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What sushi?
Oh, come
Sushi
on.
over here for your lunch.
Did you already eat lunch?
No.
Okay, good.
I was just gonna ask you to go get me some lunch.
Oh, Rex paid for it. That was so nice.
Rex is just a darn good human, I tell you what. Yeah, it looks pretty, I mean, you can almost just call it quits, man. This CutMax looks darn good. All right, let's do it. Let's look at it. Real good, folks. Real nice. Just trying to see if... Oh, it's here? Oh, crap. We got lunch here, people. I thought I had to wait for it. Take a little rest, go eat some lunch. Okay. Bottom of the door. Blow out the pad. So I'll probably use this pad to finish the door, and I'll probably swap it out for another one as I move on to the next section. But I'm gonna do this part here. I'll close it to do that last little section, but I could probably do this in two sections. So I'll manage the top edge first. Now we'll worry about the bottom. So I've got the kamikaze door stop on this. Keeps the door nice and stable. So it's probably best to open the door. I was able to get that edge pretty well, but just to be safe, you'd probably be better off opening the door like this to do this whole perimeter. And to me, areas like this are more about cleanup than anything. You're never gonna get down here with a flashlight. So even if this gets us to 70%, I'm happy with that. Then we'll open up and do the door jambs. We'll do that in a separate video, considering this one is like an hour long already. This stuff, this carbon fiber stuff will jewel up amazingly. It's a little cloudy now after that. See, a lot of this, I can just use the lights overhead, the reflection of the overhead lights to see what's doing. And this carbon fiber, the paint seems to be quite a bit softer, so it's real easy to correct out. Nice, nice, nice. So here's the thing, if this is a little cloudy, that means that the white is a little cloudy, you just can't see it. And so when we do our finishing step, it'll clean up real nicely. All right, so let's do our secondary step, which is the wool. Okay, so remember, I'm telling you, this is the next step. I'm gonna get polished on here and all these things. So what we're gonna transition to is using Jescar Correction Compound, which is still a compound. I just find this to be less aggressive than CutMax. Shake up our bottle really well. And we're gonna switch to Rupes Medium Wool. This is just what, after trial and error, this is just what seemed to work the best. And those pads, after doing that door and the amount of work we just did on a door, are pretty much ready to be changed anyway. Now, you don't have to throw your pads away. I should mention this stuff more often for people that are watching this that maybe aren't as astute or haven't done this a lot. You don't throw your pads away, you don't throw your microfiber away, you just wash them. So these I wash in the pads, I wash in the sink. I use a combination, so I use Dawn, and then I clean the Dawn off with a 50-50 Micro Restore and a spray bottle. So I take Micro Restore, fill up the bottle about 40% of the way, fill the bottle the rest of the way up with water, and then I'll use that to kind of clean off any residue left over from the Dawn. So we got that coated, prepped. Take a couple of dots. Go like this. And let's work this section. I can work a little bit bigger sections and be a little less worried, because now I'm just kind of refining the imperfections that I created with the microfiber. Plus, this pad is a little more forgiving. It's a little bit, it's got a little bit more plush interface. Notice the 3-inch polisher is a little bit different movement, moving a little bit quicker, a little bit more deliberate than I do with the 5-inch. The 5-inch I'm moving slower. I guess it would be less deliberate. I'm moving faster with the higher speed 3-inch, but still controlled, and the motion is smooth as I can be. There's my light. Yeah, I don't even want to know, but yep, nice and refined. So again, there was one little deeper scratch that I'm not going to chase. But otherwise, this comes out pretty nice and clear. So it adds a bunch of clarity. And again, it almost makes me not want to, or don't find the need to finish polish. These tighter areas, I'm not even going to break out the nano. I'm just going to get in as tight as I can with the 3-inch and just keep moving. I tend to blow this out every other time, every other pass. But I do add a little bit more product, because remember, Jescar is a diminishing compound as well, so. I'll treat the mirrors separately on their own. All right, blow it out, come up with the car. So that's what it looks like after it's been blown out. Kind of ruffles up the fibers again. So actually, rather than boring you on the camera, let me just show you the 5-inch on the bulk section here. Same story here, get it primed. Any pad with fibers like microfiber or wool fibers, really needs to be primed by buttering. This is per Jason Rose from Rupes. But a foam pad can be primed on the fly, meaning you put a few dots and you prime it on the car. So we want to try to coat the fibers as much as possible. These yellow pads, I mean, this is probably, I haven't used these very much, but lots of people like these. I guess it just depends on the application. Porsches and BMWs, I haven't found them needed, but on this, seems to work pretty well. Just depends on the paint system. These never look as pretty as they did from the day you took them out of the box. So what I'll do is then treat these bigger panels. And again, I'm more just refining the leftover remnant that I had from the previous step. So I can do a little bit bigger section than I did before. I can even kind of spill into these other areas. So that's the risk. Oh, no, I thought I scratched. So you want to be careful. I thought I hit the backing plate. You want to be careful you don't hit and blow through the paint. Get a scrape there. So that's what the pad looks like after a single pass. Anyway, just keep moving. So you can see this step takes a lot less time than the previous step. I can do much bigger sections as well. Remembering this is diminishing, so I want to spread it around. All right, so that's the procedure that I'm using on the entire car. And I'm going to keep working through this process of this kind of two-step correction. And we'll come back and I'm going to show you some of the more intricate details, like when we do this and the roof and things like that. But the process of first removing the defects with CutMax and a microfiber cutting, and then following with Jescar Correction Compound on more of a medium to finishing pad. And again, for most applications, I'd say this is probably good enough. But I think I'm going to still do a refinement step, a final refinement, and I'll even be able to see it in the black here, where we'll remove some of the cloudiness, but we'll be able to refine it more. And again, if I'm refining black or carbon fiber, I could also refine the white and just get a little bit more pop out of it as I jewel it up. So that's the compounding process. After I finish it, I'm going to do a wrap-up video of polishing. So we'll probably have 2 or 3 polishing videos in this series. So there'll be a couple more after this. But then there will be a wrap-up of exactly how much product I used. So how much you might need to put in your cabinet as we give you all that information for this part of the series. But yeah, that looks pretty good. So polishing episode. Yeah, nice and refined. I want to wipe down with some panel wipe or something. There's still a bunch of polish residue left over, but it looks clean. Looks good. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. I'm going to keep polishing, so even though you're getting to go on to the next step in the next video, I've got a long way to go. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.